Hi there, today we're going to be doing a product battle, and this battle is going to be between the Herbal Essences mousses. I think there's like 4 of them, but in my comment section on one of my videos, I had 2 people discussing these. One said this was better, one said this was better, so I'm going to give each one a try. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. I'm a licensed hairstylist with over 20 years of experience, and on this channel I use those 20 years of experience to help you have healthy, happy hair. So as I said in the intro, we're going to be doing a product battle with these 2 mousses. We're going to be doing one on one side and one on the other side. So as per usual, I've already shampooed and conditioned my hair. I've also already applied my leave-in conditioner, and this time I have applied my curl cream and did my defining with my brush technique. And the reason why I have already done that is because the 2 things that we're testing are the mousses. We're not really testing anything else today. So in order to save time and keep this video from being ridiculously long, we're just going to be focusing on the mousse. I do have other videos that show you how I do my styling technique with the curl cream in. So the shampoo that I used today was the Verb Ghost shampoo, and then the conditioner was the Ouidad Curl Quencher Moisturizing Shampoo. And then for the leave-in, I used the Curlsmith Oil and Cream Leave-In Conditioner. And then for my curl cream, I used the Rizos Curl Defining Cream. So we're gonna do the orange, the Body Envy Volumizing Mousse on this side, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this like I typically apply my mousses. So give it a good shake. And this kind of works down right away. Like, that was a lot of foam and it didn't take much to make it kind of disappear. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply. And I like to apply my mousses at the end of my routine like this after I've defined, instead of raking them through, because I find I get a lot better clumping and definition when I put the mousses in like this, because the clumps are already there, and then the added kind of wetness of the mousse and the creaminess of the mousse kind of really helps to further enhance and define and clump everything together. So that's why I like to do that. I just like to smooth over and then scrunch it in at the end. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead with the other mousse, the Totally Twisted Curl Boosting Mousse. And there are a lot of people, a lot of curlies, that swear by this mousse, so we shall see. That one smells kind of good too. I mean, they kind of smell like you would expect them to smell based on what you see on the can. Like the orange one kind of smelled a little orangey, and this one smells berry and florally, kind of like a fruity floral berry. I don't know, something like that. Now that I have applied the mousses to my hair with the Body Envy Volumizing one on this side and the Totally Twisted on this side, I'm going to go ahead and diffuse my hair, and then I'm going to come back and show you the results. I'm also going to show you what my hair looks like on day 2 and day 3, like I typically do with my reviews, to show you how long everything lasts. I will not be refreshing during that time, which is also what I do during my reviews, so that you can see how the products hold up on their own without any interference or help from me. So I'm going to go ahead and diffuse, and I will be back to show you the results. I'm back with my diffused dry hair, so I am pretty crispy, and this side has definitely got more of a cast than this side does. But let's go ahead and put in my Verb Ghost Oil and then scrunch out the crunch and see what we're working with. So as per usual, I just put it over the top, and then with whatever is left on my hands, which usually there's just a little bit left, then I start scrunching out the crunch. So here is the crunch all scrunched out, and I'll show you the frizz situation. So I've got a little bit of frizz, but nothing too bad. And then here are what the two sides are looking like. This side had more of a cast than this side did, and this is the Totally Twisted side. This is the Body Envy Volume Mousse, and I do feel like I can get more volume out of the one side than I can out of the Totally Twisted side. So here's what we've got for volume, and I do feel like this gives me a lot more volume, but I also think that it gives me more of these kind of almost stringy looking pieces, and these are softer and fluffier, just not as voluminous. And then the other thing that I notice is I've got a little bit more shrinkage on this side than I do on this side. So I kind of feel like this held my curls up a little bit more. This one, it feels like they actually got kind of pulled down and stretched out a little bit more. So, but yeah, like this looks a little bit shorter over here than it does over here. So anyway, I think to start off with, I am liking the Body Envy side because I like the volume and I like that it started off with a good cast. And I mean, the frizz looks to be about the same on either side, but I think I just like the way the curls look better over here than here. But we will see going forward over the next couple of days how long each one of them holds up, which looks better on day 2, day 3, and what we've got going on then. So let me know in the comments down below if you have a favorite side, if you think one looks better than the other, what your thoughts are. Love to hear them. Kind of curious to see what you guys think, because what I see in the mirror may not be the same way that you see something, just different perspectives. So let me know down below what you guys think, and I will go ahead and sign off for today. And I will be back tomorrow morning to show you how well it held up through the night. Here's what we're looking at for day 2 results. So I'll give you a close-up and show you my frizz. It's actually not much frizzier than it was yesterday. So it's actually looking, I think, pretty good. And I do have this. I've had this for like the last few times. So I don't know what this piece of hair is doing. It actually starts off as quite a bit curlier than this, and then it gets smashed, and then it just kind of, I don't know. If I were to refresh my hair, I would definitely be refreshing that, but because I don't refresh my hair to show you the results, I'm stuck with a wonky bit sticking out all over the place. But otherwise, I don't think the rest of my hair would be needing a refresh, because I think the rest of the curls are looking pretty good. Do I have like some weird little strands here and there? Yep, I do, but you know, it's day 2, it's not too bad. But otherwise, I think I've got some pretty nice defined and bouncy curls. I don't know that I actually have more volume on one side or the other today, so let's give this a little bit of a fluff and see what we've got. We are fluffed back up, and here's this wonky bit. It's driving me nuts. It just gets like, I don't know, it was sticking out completely in I think it was my Inner Sense video, and it drove me nuts the entire time I was editing it. But anyway, back to what we're looking at, minus the weird strand of hair that can't quite figure out what it wants to do. I still don't know that I noticed too much of a difference in volume from one side to the other, or even in how my curls are looking, other than I still think that this side has got a little bit more shrinkage than the other side, but I think both sides are holding up pretty well, and that my curls are still looking pretty good on both sides. So I'm pretty happy with the results. I think they're holding up pretty well. I think the frizz isn't too bad. The curls are in pretty decent shape. So I think overall my hair is looking pretty good, and just trying to take a closer look in the mirror here. If anything, I feel like maybe this side is slightly more defined than the other side, and still holding its curl a little bit better than the other side, but the other side still looks pretty good too. But as of right now, I really think this is a pretty good day 2, other than maybe a slight difference with the curl definition on this side and then the shrinkage versus this side. I really think that they're both still holding up really well and looking really good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sign off for today, and then I will be back on day 3 and show you my results, and then give you my final thoughts and review on my day 3 hair. See you tomorrow. Here we are on day 3, and this is what my hair is looking like, and I'll come close so you can see what the frizz is looking like. And it looks like I have maybe a little bit more frizz on this side than I do on this side. But otherwise, like, I still have some pretty nice defined curls, and even though I do have some frizz, I don't have a lot. And the curl definition is looking still slightly better on this side than it is over here. I still feel like I have a little bit more hold over here than I do on this side. However, I think overall they're pretty comparable. I haven't fluffed my hair up yet today, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that real quick. So that made it a little bit frizzier and a little bit more voluminous, and I still think that both sides are looking pretty good. So overall, I can't really tell a massive difference between these two mousses on my hair, other than maybe still slightly more shrinkage on this side, a little more definition on this side, and this side might not have as much hold, and it kind of stretched out my curls right from the start on this side. So I think overall everything is looking pretty good for day 3 hair. The frizz, the hold, I really feel like that these have done their job for the most part, because I've definitely had worse looking day 3 hair than what I do today. And as far as the way that my hair feels, I can't say that it feels really dry or anything. It doesn't feel moisturized, that's for sure, but it doesn't really feel dry either. So I'm not upset with this. I think these are actually some pretty good results overall for both of them. And I think as far as which side looks better than the other side, that might be down to personal preference. However, I do feel like I like this side a little bit more. I feel like it does have slightly more definition, a little bit more hold, a little bit more shrinkage, but this side is kind of softer and looser, and it has a little bit less volume. So that just might be a personal preference thing. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are about this experiment, which side looks better, which side, you know, seems to have not held up so well. I can't really see too much of a difference. However, when I watch these back when I'm editing, I usually do see more of a difference then when I'm looking in the mirror. Everything looks a little bit different in the mirror. So sometimes I think that my hair looks absolutely horrible when I'm looking in the mirror, but then I look at it on camera and I think, oh, it was really not as bad as what I thought. So just let me know in the comments down below what you think of either side, if you're surprised, whatever your thoughts on this may be. But as far as my personal preference, I think I like the orange stuff better. So the Body Envy Volumizing Mousse, I really think that I like that a little bit better. However, I liked what the Totally Twisted did too, and I could see myself using either one of these easily. I just like this one maybe slightly better for the little bit of hold and the little bit more volume that it gave me. And then as far as ingredients goes, neither one of these has any protein, nor do they have any really moisturizing ingredients as far as I can tell. So they look like they're just mostly hold products. They actually have very similar ingredients. The order is just kind of switched up a little bit, and it's actually a very short ingredient list on both of them. So mostly I just see that these are hold, and like I said, they're about almost identical. They just switch around the order a little bit. So as far as any ingredients that might need to be avoided, like the ones that tend to be problematic for some people, like coconut oil or protein, if some people can't handle a lot of protein, or like heavier moisturizing ingredients, there's really none of that in there. So that's nothing that you have to look out for. These are just hold products. So my bit of advice would be to make sure you're using something that is moisturizing or has the nourishing ingredients that you need in your curl cream or your leave-in before you use these mousses, because these mousses are not going to really add that to your hair. They're just pretty much a hold product. And then with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end my review and this product battle right here. And if you're thinking of trying these out, I say definitely go for it. I think they're actually both pretty decent mousses, and most especially for the price. I can't remember how much these were, but I think there was something like $3.99. I'll put it on the screen down below what the cost of these were, but they were not expensive at all. So I think that, you know, if you're looking for a good affordable mousse that gives you a lot of hold, these are a great option, and I'm not too mad at the results. I'm liking what I've got. So as I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut off my review right here. So hopefully you found this helpful. If you like this video, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you'd like to see more content like this, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell while you're at it so that you know when I upload. And if you have any questions, comments, or anything that you'd like to see, please go ahead and leave those down in my comment section down below. And as always, thank you for watching. Bye.